Alright, hey, Dan here with a short video. Today we're going to be taking a look at a World War I era rifle, the Moschetto for Truppe Speciali Modello 1891, or more commonly just known as the M91 TS, which was a carbine version of the original 1891 Carcano rifle used by Italian armed forces in both World War I and World War II. The Special Troops carbine was developed for not special forces, as we might think now, but rather as a carbine just for troops who didn't need, who were better suited to have a smaller rifle. Mountain troops, artillery crews, cavalry, pardon me, had their own carbine separate from the TS. I don't have one of those to show you, but get online, you can check those out as well. They're pretty cool. But this was just a handy little carbine, and we'll take a look at it. So, recently picked this up from Palmetto State Armory. If you're looking to get one, they still have some. I believe they were surplused out of Ethiopia. So you can see it's pretty small. It's a bolt-action rifle. It fired using Mannlicher style clips. So if you're familiar with the Steyr M95, you'd be very familiar with this 6-round, stripper clip or M-block type magazine, almost like an M1 Garand, except instead of pinging out the top on your last shot, it ejects that clip through a hole in the bottom. And that's, otherwise it's a pretty standard bolt action. A unique feature was that the bayonet on the TS didn't slide on straight like a normal rifle. Rather, it went on and then slid over this perpendicular bayonet lug. And that was designed so that when you fired the rifle with your bayonet mounted, it didn't eject itself off, which was something that could happen with period rifles. And this particular one was manufactured in 1916. Let's see the date there. We'll get some close-up shots. I'll put it in the end. But just a handy little carbine. They remained in service through World War II, and they actually did a run of these later on. I think it was the M24. Correct me if I'm wrong, but those were an improved version of the Carcano TS. And, I think this would have been an excellent little rifle to have. So, if you're looking for a neat little World War I, World War II era bolt action for an affordable price, a lot of these have come into the U.S. recently, so check one out. And give me a moment here. We're going to shift the camera around, and we'll get a little more information and some close-up look at some of the other details. Alright, so I got the rifle out here on the bench, and I got a book out here. I can post details on that too. This is an excellent book. It's the Axis Troops in World War II, is I think the title. And it covers everything from Germany, Japan, Italy, and even the smaller Axis forces. But you can see, here's that cavalry version, which had this interesting flip-out bayonet. And then if you look over here, here's the later 1938 short rifle, which was based off the original TS. So this fires the 6.5 millimeter Italian cartridge, which they later updated to a 7.35 cartridge before World War II. And that's what the later ones fire. So this isn't a one still originally fires the original Italian 6.5 cartridge, which they just decided before World War II was a little underpowered in comparison to a lot of the 8 millimeter German. That's what they were kind of basing it off of. They wanted something a little more powerful. So there's that 1916 date stamp. Closer look at the sights. It's got a chip out of the stock here, but mind you, it's over 100 years old. So, and there's some other markings. So that's the rifle. Thanks for watching, and if you want to see more weapons videos, let me know, and I'll keep making them. Thanks. All right, and I realized I didn't add any information about the book before I end on my videotape. So for those of you who are like me and probably love having books that accompany the items in your collection for research and reference purposes. If you're into Axis or any World War II era uniforms, equipment, awards, this book is really excellent. Give you a quick skim through. You can see really high resolution photos covering all the Axis troops during the war. So if you can find a copy, there's the ISBN number. Like I say, it's called Fighting Men of World War II, Axis Forces. I really recommend picking a copy up if you can find one out there. I've used this book before in previous videos, and it's, just an excellent reference material. So anyway, that's all I have on this book and the Modelo TS, and I hope you enjoyed watching.